Thank you.
Thank you.
John, if you don't get out of my hair, I may break your back.
Did you have a good trip?
Hammersmith flyover was jammed.
I'm still going to find out what you're up to.
John, I'm warning you. Keep your nose out of it, or I'll break your back.
Try it. I'll break your heart.
Meaning?
All right, what the hell do you think you're doing?
In what sense, Minister?
One thing I know about Wilder, he doesn't have access. Never in a million years would they allow him access. Now, you're a different kettle of fish, aren't you? And the fish is beginning to stink.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, you do. For God's sake, don't talk to me as if I was cabbage green round the ears. I know you were recruited. I can almost tell you the day you were recruited.
Someone's been giving you inaccurate, albeit classified information.
You were pretty sure I wouldn't recognize your chap, weren't you? But what you didn't think of was that another agent might recognize him. You should have got someone with deeper cover. Or wouldn't they let you have anyone like that without asking questions?
I do wish you'd explain this to me, Minister.
Well, they couldn't have got someone like that, not from that department, but you are in that department, aren't you? One of our sniveling teachers' pets creeping to the headmaster is what the big boys are up to.
I'm not prepared to take this
No?
sort of thing, not even from someone in your
Aren't you?
position.
Then where do you want me to put you so that you don't have to? Now, you listen to me, Lincoln. We can get along very well if we have to get along. Just you declare your neutrality like a good, dedicated civil servant should. It may have escaped your notice, but in fact, I am the minister responsible for this department. And you know the saying, it's better to know the judge than to know the law.
Jayston Fowler's nanny made him say it every night instead of prayers.
Yes, well, I didn't have a nanny. I had a supervisor coming round every night at 9 o'clock, threatening to beat hell out of us if we were still talking after lights out, and we'd be chucked out of the orphanage, and then where would we be?
Politicians in Her Majesty's government at $5,500 a year. I didn't have a nanny either. They're pretty rare in council houses. I wonder where all the other lads who were at school with us are now.
All right, Lincoln, your sleeve isn't full of trump cards. I'm just telling you.
Oh, no, the etiquette here is one doesn't tell, one suggests, in an amiable spirit of concord. We both learned that. It's how we got out of our class.
Yeah. Well, contrary to the spirit of the service, Lincoln, I am telling you.
What?
You declare your neutrality. Or if you can't declare it, abide by it.
Or?
Or I'll break your back, too.
One could hurt one's hand doing that, you know.
Moving you out, is he?
Looks like it.
Doesn't it worry you?
It is a promotion.
Don't you want it?
No.
Oh, why not?
I had other ideas of what I wanted to do.
Do you? You know, we don't always get the things we want the way we want them, do we?
You seem to.
Do I? Well, if you don't want it, what are you going to do about it?
What are you going to do about it?
Why should I do anything about it?
You want your allies depleted?
Oh, allies, So we've progressed through what just is it that Lincoln Dowling does? Is he on my side or their side? Through, I'm your assistant, that's one who assists, to being an ally. You don't even take down shorthand, Lincoln. But you seem to be very good at entertaining my wife. Well, aren't you?
Oh,
Well, a common interest in the arts, in the humanities, it's perfectly natural. One meets too few people who seem as absorbed in the things that interest one oneself. When one does, one tends to cling on to them. I've always wished that I could have met more such people.
So, I'm to take it you're going to do nothing about this posting, for one reason or another.
Just as you wish.
What about Kane and his Oriental friends? Don't you want me to go on helping you with that?
How long is it before your posting takes effect? 2, 3 weeks?
Months. Unless, of course, this is an emergency replacement.
Is it?
I don't think so.
Well, nothing's changed, has it? We still have at least 2 or 3 weeks to get things tied up. Now, if you'll excuse me.
At the most.
I see.
It could be a month, or if he really wants to be bloody minded about it, he could arrange to have me flown out in 2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days?
Emergency replacement. Oh, would you like another drink?
No. I've still got one. You have one.
Oh, no, mine's all right, thanks. No, okay.
So what are you going to do?
Doesn't give me much time to do anything, does it? If I can't get out of it.
Do you think you might be able to get out of it?
I doubt it. He's got me tied up so tight, if I try and struggle, I'll strangle myself.
So you'll have to go?
No. Well, not to Jakarta, anyway. I'm damned if I'm going to take that dusty road to the top.
But...
If I can't wriggle out of it, I'll take up Kenneth's offer in Canada.
Oh, yes, yes, of course. So whatever happens, you'll have to go.
Looks like it. It also looks as though we've come to the time for that decision.